Good afternoon from Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. This is Brian Kuzmar in, well, not so sunny Lauderdale by the Sea. And if you looked at my halfway attempt of showing you a nuclear explosion, because yesterday it was the mother of all bombs, but this was just nuclear today. And we'll move to the spot prices here, but wow. I thought yesterday was a big move. It just blew right through the 20s, past 21. Today, check this out, silver. And I told you, these pullbacks may not necessarily happen, so, don't hesitate pulling the trigger on buying this stuff. Well, let's start out with gold first. 1864.10 being the close on gold. Looks like 1868. The markets are still open on the world markets, a little bit higher. This indicates to me that we're probably going to see strength tomorrow in the market. As again, you don't know. We might see these pullbacks, but usually when you see world markets a little bit stronger, that's a good sign. So let's take a look at the low, 1848.28 in New York, and a high of 1870.72. Wow, that's like a $25 increment. So basically, gold looks like it just wants to blow off this 1850 range and head into that 1875 and looking like that 1900 territory not too long from now, actually. So gold performing really well, and we expect it, given the times and the economic situations that are going on and issues. So it's doing what it should be doing, and it's doing exactly the way it should be doing it, too. Again, I'm not going to say the word pullback. So if you listen to my last few videos, you've noticed I've said pullback. Too many times I said I wasn't going to say it. We are where we are. Let's see what happens. Keep an eye on the market. If you can buy at a lower level, great. So let's take a look at silver. That was my nuclear friggin' explosion right there. Wow. Silver just rocketed. I'm opening up this morning. I get up, I get my coffee. I'm looking at the screen, and what the hell? It's blowing through 21. It's blowing through 22. It's blowing up to 23. Holy shit. It's okay to say shit. I don't think there's any miners listening, but if there are, hey, it's a big word. You'll learn it eventually. So let's take a look. 23.08 broke the $23 mark. Silver is up like 40 freaking percent almost since the beginning of the year. Wow. Wow, and you don't hear much news of this. Nobody talks about this very much, huh? Don't hear this on CNBC or Bloomberg very much. A blurb here, a blurb there. But you're hearing it here, and I've been saying it for a long time. I've been telling people since $12 silver, $13 silver, actually earlier, but of recent, of those price levels, $15, $16, $17, $18, buy silver, buy silver. This is going to happen. We're going to see, I think we're going to see our previous highs one day. What were the previous highs? $50 an ounce. I mean, I'm not going to promise it, but wow, this is a great start here. And it was a matter of time before silver just started catching up as far as the silver to gold ratio as well. So let's take a look at silver. New York spot price, 23.08. Wow, like I said, 21.95. Look at that at the New York Open. I didn't see that. I seen it at a lower price, 23 on the high. And it looks like that the aftermarkets are holding on for all intents and purposes to that $23 market. Wow. Are we going to see the up market tomorrow? Are we going to see silver up above 23? Gosh, it's sure kind of looking like it and feeling like it, but you can't help but feel the pullback. I said I wasn't going to say pullback, but I did. I'm sorry. You can't help but feel it. You got to feel a pullback. I mean, markets are healthier when they have pullbacks. However, silver just may be rocketing into line with gold at this point. So let's see what happens. $1.65 though. Wow. Can you imagine? I mean, if you had 1,000 ounces of silver, you just made $1,650 like that in one day. And I think we're going to see higher prices. Platinum doing well, getting out of that sleepy $800 range, getting up to $900 plus. Close at $950 in New York, and we've been saying also platinum way undervalued as well, in my opinion. And still backed off a little bit in the world markets, but hey, strong, $900 plus. Again, we're out that $800 range. Palladium, man, this is a metal I just wish I knew what caused it to tick. I just don't understand it really well. I can never figure out what's it doing, where's it going to go, and I just have to read more about it. But, I think I sell 1-2 pieces of palladium a week. I mean, I can't say we're big palladium traders, and we mostly deal with the public, and the public is not savvy on palladium that much, so we don't sell a lot of it. But, again, look at that, 2,100. Wow, 2,200 on a New York close. I don't know what to say. I've ignored it so long. I make fun of it, but damn, not doing bad. So let's take a look at a couple of headlines here. As you know, I like ZH. Some people hate Zero Hedge. You got to read between the lines. Some of it's crap. Some of it's really great information. and a lot of advertising, which drives me crazy anyways. Deutsche Bank, top credit strategist makes stunning admission. I am a gold bug. Fiat money is passing a fad of history, or the history of money. Very interesting if you think about this. Somebody, a college, I hope, educated person, one of their top strategists, says that he's a gold bug. I mean, that's you don't hear that very often. Who is this? Furthermore, is Jim Reed notes. Okay, so it's Jim Reed. Anyway, you can find this on Zero Hedge, and it's kind of an interesting admission by somebody in the banking industry. So let's take a look over here. Another ZH article. I'm sorry, but I found these two interesting. Bonds, gold, and silver surge as China's tensions and bailout uncertainty eases, or uncertainty escalates. I'm sorry, not eases. Anyways, this is just kind of stating what's happened today. I didn't read the article, I got to be honest with you. So if you want to take a look at it, read it. But it kind of just telling us that bonds, gold, and silver surge as China tensions and bailout uncertainty escalate. Let's take a look at the Wall Street Journal, because it's corporate media, and corporate media has its finger on the pulse occasionally. It's not always what they want you to hear. And let's take a look at any headlines on here that will be affected or affect the price of gold and silver. I'm sure they all do in their way, but let's see if there's anything major. Nothing here. COVID. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. COVID-19 vaccine order from U.S. Listen, if a vaccine that actually worked and people were comfortable getting, and people knew worked and wasn't going to make them sick, and we got rid of this COVID really fast, that would be a good move towards improving the economy somewhat, although they certainly can't unprint all this money they've made. That deed is done. We're going to pay the piper for that. Gold and silver will do really well because of that. However, things like this, getting rid of this virus quicker, are going to do nothing but help us in the long-term recovery, hopeful recovery of the United States and global economy. U.S. orders China to close its consulate in Houston. This is political. However, politics has a play in the economy as well, and will have a slight effect on the prices of gold and silver in the long run too. This can't help the U.S. dollar. This can't help trade. This can't help the stock market. It can only help gold and silver down the road, because tensions are going to escalate. There's no, it's just going to happen. What else is on here? Political nonsense. Small business brace for prolonged shortage. Short on cash and customers. Well, no wonder when you basically kill small business over a virus that has such a small death rate overall, and 50 million unemployed, millions of small businesses out of business, especially businesses like restaurants and service industries where, they just got murdered. I feel sorry for the people that own gyms as well. My local gym, well, they've completely destroyed his business, and this guy's worked as hard his whole life. So anyway, I got nothing good to say about these officials and these government people that destroyed business and destroyed lives and jobs over incorrect data that they received on viruses. And that's my opinion. I'm just going to say it. Let's move along from there, because I don't want to digress too much from what we're talking about, which is precious metals. Looks like, wow, Dow Jones did actually. I mean, the Dow, and again, I'm not a stock expert, but kind of just been following it years and years and watching this trend line. She broke out of that 25,000, 26,000 kind of sleepy treading water range, and it looks like it's creeping up to 27. So I don't know what to make of that. Is that just more Fed injection of cheap money and borrowing cheap money that gets kind of thrown into the stock market? I don't know. Hey, make some comments below in the comments section if you got some thoughts on that. I'm certainly not an expert in stocks and bonds, and I hope some of you might be out there. Give me some ideas. I think that's really probably pretty. Let's go over to Gold AntiTrust. I like this site, Gata. They got some cool stuff on here. Foreigners aren't buying into South Africa's gold rally. More or less what they're saying is that foreigners not buying into South African gold stocks, not the gold itself. But the truth is that investors don't trust the South African government. And that's the reason that people are not investing in mines and South African gold stocks. Not because they don't like gold, not because they don't like South African gold. It's because they don't trust the South African government. And that's the bottom line. Can American cut off China from SWIFT? Well, as you know, SWIFT is where China and a lot of countries get their money. It's kind of like access to the U.S. dollar system for major countries like China. And basically, the United States has weaponized the U.S. dollar, which really has hurt us in a bad way. I know some people think, well, we needed to do that, but you know what? It hurts the dollar and it hurts us. It can't be weaponized, but it was. Too late now. We're kind of screwed in that area. Yeah, can they cut off China from SWIFT? Sure they can. That'll just escalate everything, make things worse for them, and make things worse for the U.S. dollar in the long run. And what does that do? Makes things way worse for us. However, it does make things wonderful for the price of gold and silver. So, as long as you're not holding dollars, you're probably cool. But our officials and politicians, both parties, not too smart when it comes to the economy and long-term thinking. They're definitely not smart when it comes to long-term thinking. Well, this is Brian Kuzmar from Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. I don't have my normal page up here when I end this, but appreciate you watching. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Wow, if she breaks $24, I'd be absolutely amazed. My jaw will be sitting on this keyboard right here. And I'm just surprised. Again, I'm expecting a little pullback, but hell, we could just rock it up from here too. So, don't waste any time waiting. Again, you could hit a pullback, but you may not. So buy it while you can. Buy it while the prices are still really cheap. And again, we're here 10 to 4, Mondays through Fridays. Same location since 1977. I've been doing this a long time. Or I'm sorry, same location since 1995. I've been doing this since 1977. Second generation dealer here in Florida. Can take care of anything you need as far as gold, silver, platinum, and palladium, believe it or not, after what I said. And call us anytime at 954-493-8811 between 10 and 4 Mondays through Fridays, or just come on in. Happy to help you. Hey, check back with me tomorrow. Let's see what happens. I mean, this is kind of really interesting stuff going on in the precious metals market. And if you own gold and silver, which I suspect you do because you're watching this, we both have vested interest in seeing what does happen. So check back with you tomorrow, and if you like what I'm doing, please comment below. Thanks. Have a great day.